I don't trade the earnings call. I wait for an imbalance in the tug of war between the buyers and sellers. Right now, I only have a candle, one candle to show that imbalance, and I need more than that. I need the stabilization of some sort, and then after a stabilization, I need to have a move up. So I'm not getting that, so I just keep my money safe in my bank account. Let's see if we can find some buying opportunities in the stock market. Today, Tesla is down 95 cents, closed at 187.91 post-market, down a little bit more. Let's look at what this means on the chart. So we have been into this congestion zone since last Thursday, and we cannot break 194.35. This is the threshold from which will indicate to us when the tug of war is going to be won by the buyers. Because right now, the tug of war between the buyers and sellers is between 194.35, obviously, and 180.38. And the price has been zigzagging between these two numbers since the earnings call. So when we are going to have the stock break either 194.35 or break 180.38, then this is going to be new information, because right now this is just noise. This is just noise. When there's an equilibrium between the buyers and sellers, the price does not stay exactly at the same number. It fluctuates a little bit. This is what we call a congestion zone. And we are just here waiting, nothing to do with Tesla. Just stay on the sideline and just be ready to act when it is going to be time. Let's take a look at the VIX. So VIX is pretty much even Steven from where it was yesterday. We have these moves up in the VIX. You see this? We have these moves up, but so far they don't last a long time and they come down. So the higher the VIX is, the lower the stock market is going to be. This is why we are watching the VIX every single day. But so far, nothing's wrong with the VIX. This is not affecting the stock market. In terms of the government bonds, we have a big move today. So bonds are up 3%, a relative 3%, closed at 1026. Yeah, this is just one candle. So let's see if this changes the pattern. So let's just keep an eye on this. And US dollar also took a big jump right here. Both the bonds and the US dollar, when they are going up, the stock market tend to get weak a little bit. Let's take a look at the stock. Look at this. Dow Jones continuing higher and higher. The stock indices are doing great. NASDAQ, the same thing. I cannot help but notice, and you will too, that S&P 500 is getting close to the resistance. So maybe we are going to have a little bit of a cave-in at some point. So just be mindful of that. NASDAQ, also great move for NASDAQ today. Let's take a look at our EV stocks. So EV stocks, look at this BYD. This is really interesting to see how close to the support we are always closing. So we go higher during the day, but then we came back here. Today was special in the sense that we opened significantly higher, but then we were still squished down, but we don't go lower that much than that support. So the support is really important. This support is really important, and it is holding so far. It's not the time to buy yet. If we break 192.19 right here, which is the upper band of the congestion zone that we are starting right now, then this is going to be another story. Let's take a look at Riviera. Support is really holding. This price has been holding since October of last year. People don't want to go lower than that. The sellers don't want to sell lower than that. The buyers would buy at 1 cent if they could, but they are restricted by the sellers. Yeah, the sellers don't want to sell lower than that, and the buyers don't really want to pay higher than that number either, because if they were really willing to pay a lot higher, then it would push the stock back down. Right now, again, we have a balance. We have an equilibrium between the buyers and sellers, so we just have to wait until either the buyers or sellers get exhausted, and then we have a move in either direction. So yeah, the next step is 1770. We had that price last March. We hit that price also in June. And we have an earnings call coming March 4th. So maybe this is going to push the stock back up a little bit. This is where we are right now. Big downward trend. So it's going to take a while for it to be ready to be up. Neo, the same thing, it's just going down, nothing to do here. Apple. So Apple had a decent earnings yesterday. We started pretty low. We are in big bullish channel. This is the main trend. But right now we are close to the support. And today we can see that we have a big bounce on the support. We opened quite low. We opened at 179 and the high was 187. So we opened so much lower and gained back a lot today. We still closed a little bit shy compared to the close of yesterday. So lower than the close. This is a great day in terms of the move that we have on the stock. We need to keep an eye on this one. You can buy right now. Of course, you can buy at any point in time, but on this channel, we are trying to minimize the risk a little bit. So there's still risk in that stock because we have only one big candle. It's a candle after a great earnings call. So you can trade the earnings call and say, okay, this is going to go higher because of the earnings call. I don't trade the earnings call. I wait for an imbalance in the tug of war between the buyers and sellers. Right now, I only have a candle, one candle to show that imbalance. And I need more than that. I need the stabilization of some sort. And then after a stabilization, I need to have a move up. So I'm not getting that. So I just keep my money safe in my bank account. ARM going sideways. We see a slowdown. We are outside of our bullish channel, barely outside. It looks like it wants to get outside of the bullish channel. It's not very definitive yet. We have lost stochastic over 60. This is never good. So if you have been into it for a while, it's a nice time to take some profit right now. NVIDIA, nice move up. After a congestion zone. So see, I'm telling you about this. It gets congested and then boom, it breaks it. And then it tends to continue. It does not always continue, but most of the time it does it. AMD, nice move today. We are on top of its bullish trends. This is not the best place to buy. It's a little bit more risky than if we were at the bottom of the support right here to catch a swing, just like it was right here. It's when we get close to the support that we can buy under certain conditions. But right here, this is already quite extended. Most of the time, it's better to stay away in those conditions. Physical gold just going sideways. Silver into a downward trend. We still maintain ourselves above 761 a whole lot. This is still holding, but it's not the time to buy yet. Bit going sideways, Ripple continuing its way down. For the past 3 days, we have been stopped at 49.8, just a little bit of a pause, but not the time to buy yet. Nouveau Monde Graphite, we had a little bit of a nice move yesterday, but now we have lost that. And Nouveau Monde Graphite, this is just going sideways. Trying to hold above 206, but having a hard time, and we don't have stochastic over 60. Chances are that we could be going lower. So Tesla, we can say that there's a consolation price. So it's not going lower, it's not going higher. It's just stabilizing and absorbing everything that's happening in the stock market. The earnings call, the Fed stuff that happened this week, this is all being digested. And then at some point, we are going to see a move in one direction. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk on Monday unless you are a member, in which case we are going to talk on Sunday where I do a Tesla Weekly Live every week. So have a great weekend and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.